Welcome to this series where we were playing the War and Industry update for Reforged Eden, which was published in September 2023. Now, I want to apologise for the break in my schedule. I'm not exactly having a brilliant start to the new year. One, I've had a lot of disruption out beyond the channel, and two, I've got a couple of small problems with my PC. And I really need to run some diagnostics to find out what's actually going on. But that's my problem. So what we're going to be doing in this part is actually moving on from this system and finding a new planet for a couple of reasons. One is I just want to move on so that we can start working on the new mission that we have got in the last part, which is called Hard Target, where we've got to kill 50 elite Xerax. Now, elite Xerax or commanders tend to be a little bit rare in a POI, so the fact we got to kill 50 means that we've got to hit about 40 Xerax POIs to get even have a possibility of getting that mission complete. And to be honest, I'm looking around this planet, one where we certainly don't have 40 locations here, and also all these Xerax bases here are shielded, which is going to cause a bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do is see if we can find another planet that may not have some shielded bases on it, so that we can speed up the process. Also, I'm getting a bit low on wood and water, so we're gonna need to find a planet where I can set up, well, recover some wood, which would be relatively easy, but more importantly, get water. The alternative is we find a nice asteroid. So that's what we're going to be doing in this part. But before we leave, I just want to give you a bit of a demo of how effective railguns can be. So if we come in here and just turn the ship on and just take off, and you can see we're actually parked under an unknown artifact. And this is the, I've forgotten what it is. This is the Surge Advanced by Spange, and it's actually got four railguns on it. And if you look at this, you can see it's literally punched through this block here. And if I aim up underneath it here, you can see, look at that, two hits for 4 railguns, of course. And we've now got control of the well, not control, but we've destroyed the core. I'm gonna go green, I think, because I can't see a thing. And this is another reason for leaving this planet, I think. I'm just fed up with the horrible Yuki green, and when we get to a new planet, I would certainly like possibly to have something where we can actually see what we're doing. I think we're just gonna loot to my loot store, use my loot store for the first time, well, in the way it's meant to be. The ship's shooting at something, I'm not exactly sure what, but the downside of having lots of turrets is that you go through lots of ammunition. We'll just hack into here. Oops, I've come in a bit too high, but that's okay. And well, I can put the Destrum in there. Hoping for a little bit more than that, but that's the way it goes with this game. See if we got on this side. Well, we got that, the Estrum, and just keep heavy armor. I think I'm getting to a point where I might, if we can find a trading station, I might actually start selling some of my old heavy armor and make a bit of some cash. We've got some refined pentaxid, health kits. They're not really, well, one thing about doing these kind of unknown artifacts is that you get a fairly steady supply of the, what you could call the common resources, like copper blocks, ingots and all that, which normally is enough to keep you going. Oh, now that could be useful. We've got some platinum, some aluminium and some titanium. We'll just push that into there. Now that is pretty useful. So we'll just get the ship and put it back on the top. One thing I am considering is that now I've got this ship here, although I do need to work out a way to get a shield on it. Maybe that's something we can also plan, is that I might pension off the silver shade because I don't really need it now. In fact, I think what I do is when we clear that, and we'll shove all that in the loot box, I'll sort that out later on. And I think what I will do while I'm thinking about it, because I keep thinking about it and then forgetting about it, is we'll come in here, click that, so for speed purposes. I'm just going to make a light shield generator, because you can't make the advanced one. What you have to do is make the light one and then upgrade it. I'm just going to build that so that I've got a reminder that I need to put the shield on the, and then that ship will become my light, kind of, you could say, light stroke aggressive scout. And then the silver shade can be stripped down. I am also considering putting more and more stuff up into the workshop so that we can, how can you say, I can build some hover tanks. And what we're going to do now is just get away from that artifact. We're going to get up into space. And as we're getting up into space, as usual, a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. And I did get one question about how long this series is going to run. And I would like to keep this series going for a certain amount of time. In fact, a fair amount of time. Because one of the downsides of YouTube, and it's always been a bit of a dilemma, is that if you're trying to build up views and subscribers, which is, I'll be honest, isn't my priority, you tend to need to follow the updates and what you could say is what's seen as interesting to what your viewer base would be. That means that when a update drops, there's always the big temptation to say, right, I've now got to start again to highlight the new features. Well, I think I've got a little bit of a window at the moment where, as I say, I think Reforged Eden 2 won't be out to the back half of the year, and I think Empyrion aren't probably working on anything particularly too dramatic, so I've got a bit of a window to really get out and develop this series a bit more, do a bit more exploring. We could look at possibly some actual CV based combat and things like that, and I would really like to look at trading as well. So the plan is to keep this series going for well, a reasonable amount of time. I mean, the caveats have to be that Empyrion can't bring out a major update, especially if it changes the storylines. Another one is I'm keeping an eye on is Star Salvage, because things are happening with Star Salvage, and I'll be tempted to maybe do a series on Star Salvage. And then, of course, there's always the risk that something goes wrong with this series, and then I have to start again anyway, because there's always that element that I could make a mistake and get blown completely out of the water and effectively die in space or something stupid like that. You never know. Anyway, that's the current situation, and I'm wittering on a bit, and we now need to go and find a planet. We need to switch on territories, because I would like in some way to keep moving towards the Xerax space. Now, of course, with the Empire map in this game, yeah, you can't really see what's in each system. You just got to take a chance. Now, my kind of thinking is, actually, let me just. Right, so I think what we got to do now is just get in, look at the galaxy map. Now, as you can see, I've already switched on the territories because I was kind of looking around what I want to do. I want to move a little bit towards Xerax territory, but at the same time, I don't want to go bowling in completely. And what I'm looking for is what's it? The solar system is a G-type planet. I can't remember what the letter below G is. F. So what I'm looking for is a G or an F system. We got this one, G3. I've never been too sure what the number actually meant. We got that one there that could be, I mean, that's kind of in the right direction. So maybe we'll go here to Sithamon. Now, I'll be completely upfront. If the the system's a bust. As long as I can stock up with some wood and water, we'll then just move on and keep moving. Because, well, you have the same problem in No Man's Sky. The galaxies in Empyrion are so big that you could probably spend hours, hundreds of hours, just exploring one galaxy and having all the encounters that you need. So we'll just come into here and see what we can find. Got a yellow sun, which is expected. Absolutely nothing around it. And we'll see what we got. Turn the info panel on. What I'm looking for is a temperate planet. Something that there's an arid mesa, barren metal. Oh, come on, game. I've got all these planets here. Oh, we can go to a moon. We've got a jungle moon, lava moon, barren moon. You're telling me that of all these planets in moons and things in here, nascent moon, what we got here, Pole Mole Desert, got a nascent moon. Of all these options, we've just got, where's the, I saw we got a jungle moon. I suppose the advantage is that if I go to the jungle moon, it's small. The only trouble is we won't be able to see a thing. Oh, we got an ice moon here. Varnish barren moon, ice moon, barren metal. I mean, strictly speaking, an ice moon should have trees on it. I think, well, I'm inclined to go there because we got also a potential of an ice asteroid. So we're going to go to an ice moon. A bit of a contrast. Hopefully it won't be yucky too much. Anyway, we're going to fly into the sun and go that way. So away we go. I suppose one advantage of a moon is it's not that big, so we should be able to explore it pretty quickly. I mean, once I've got enough trees and water, then we'll be there. That's where is the... Oh, the game's gonna play. The game's gonna play games with me. It's... We need the Paramount Moon to find the ice moon. Right, this is... Yeah. I could literally have flown into any system. We just need to find the ice moon, because that's where we got to go to first. Ah, the ice moon's behind the planet. Now we've got some height. Right, we're just going to get some speed up. As I say, the ice moon has to be the priority. It's going to take a little while to get there. So what we're going to do is just fly that way. I mean, let's have a look. What is in... We got iron, copper, cobalt, titanium, and pentexid. Got pentexid asteroid there. You can see the ice moon behind there. It's a shame we haven't got a nice asteroid. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Right, what I'll do is I'll see you once we get to the ice moon. So here we are. We're just coming through to break through the atmosphere. I've got a feeling that this whole surface is just, well, how can you say? Where are we? Yep. Yeah, it is actually a nice moon, quite literally. But one thing I do want to try is if it is actually a nice moon, if we just put the ship down here, and I just want to go and pick up the... Because what we might be able to do is just mine the surface. Let me just see. Jump in the ship. If we it's just crushed stone. Right, we've got a nice deposit there. It's pentaxid. So there's we got a possibility that we could actually find some actual physical ice on this planet or moon. If that's the option, let me just get back to the ship. I just sort of don't want to leave the thrusters running all the time. In fact, I think what we will do is just use the CV to do the searching, I think. Okay. Let me just jump off here. We'll just get back in the ship. Minus 109. We may have to use the EVA protection. Right, let me just jump back into here. So, by coming here is going to give a problem with respect to trees, but it will. Okay, we're still going there. Right, we're going to use the long range scan out. There's lots of radar signatures and stuff there. So if we go in that direction, got an oxygen factory. We'll see whether these are actually shielded. If they're not, we might be able to get some fairly useful quick wins here with respect to kind of beating up the Xerax. Okay, let me just... We're going to find the ice first, and then we'll come back to the thing that got oxygen factory. Not really. What I'm after is ice deposits that we can mine. And Xerax transmission dense. None of this seems to be shielded. So maybe we have got an opportunity here to be able to kill some Xerax commanders. Anyway, we're just going to fly across. We've got Prometheum there. I'd say they've got a level 1 drone base towards the south. We're just looking out that way. The Xerax outpost. Okay, so we got potential. I just need to find the water first. That has to be the priority. Prometheum plasma drones. That means somewhere on this moon is a drone base as well, and that should be shielded. Okay, stop it. Okay. Xerax outpost. Again, I'm not seeing reputation. Hostile. I know they don't like us. They know liked us for a long time. We'll just keep flying into this area here. Radar signature over there. Right, we found ice, very large. That is what I'm looking for. I think one deposit like this should be enough for what I need. And that would mean I won't have to deploy a water extractor or anything like that. We'll just be able to get a great big pot of ice very, very quickly. So, good recommendation there, guys. If you're running low on water, find an ice moon. Anyway, so we've just found another large ice deposit as well. I think that's about it, actually, because there's 4 of them. Okay. So, just land here. think this would be a good enough place for an operational base. Don't really want to land in the crevasse, so we'll just put down here. Cross this off. What I'll do is a little bit of mining for one deposit, but I don't want to spend the whole part mining ice and that. Let me just see. Let's get to use this ship here. So we're gonna have to change the configuration if we're gonna take down some Xerax bases. Don't doubt we need to shield. We can save a little bit of power that way. Um, 60 meters. Come in actually straight down from above. There's the ice down there. Right, we're getting into the ice now. You can just see where it's blue. Right, guys, I need to make this hole a little bit bigger as the ice is deep, and I don't want to get the SV trapped. So I'm just going to open up the hole a little bit more. So what I'm going to do now is just mine out one full load of ice, and then that will be it. Okay, welcome back, guys. I think we've got enough to be going on with. We've got 85%, and that means, well, I've got about 1,600 chunks of ice and a little bit of rock. So just get back to the CV. So I'll do all the rest off camera. The one thing I do want to do though is, well, let's get to third person. Oops. We're just gonna land here. Just get here. We are going to need fuel. Better do that before I forget. Oh, I got 13 fuel in there. I've got no idea how that kept there. Some fuel in there. See, how's the Pentaxid? Does that need a top up? That's okay for the moment. What I do need to do is we go down here. Need to know what the... It's a little while since I've used the small constructor, which is tucked down in here. Really should put this in a slightly more convenient place. Right, this picks up from the harvest controller. So if I move the harvest controller there, actually we could probably put this stuff in the input like that. The reason I'm doing this is that we can turn this into water. Lots of, oops, so was it 4 chunks of ice? So we put in, do that, tell it to do that, and then what that will do is, well, it will turn the water in without using the advanced constructor. And see, we're here, we're just a bit harvesting as well. Pick the other side. Just keep the old food supplies running in. Pick up the plant fiber. Plant fiber is a big restriction. I mean, I know I could. Oh, so we've actually got some Pentaxid to pick up as well. Pentaxid takes quite a long time to kind of mature. But there's no way I'm going to be able to keep my ammunition supplies going on just the That's why we need some logs. So we've got that lot. Where's the player? That can go. Got 18 pentaxid. So we're kind of keeping our pentaxid supplies up and pretty good. It's the other stuff. Probably got way too much plant fiber in here actually. I don't think we use that much. That will kind of improve the situation a little bit in here as well. Anyway, so what we need to do now is re-equip the SV. Just come up here. Need to come here because we need to kind of upgrade the ship a little bit. So if I go to here, I want a couple of rail guns. Actually, we got this. These are laser cannons. Okay. Brief moment then I thought I had plasma cannons, but that's a little bit wishful thinking. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. Gonna have to choose, but out that plasma cannons. Okay. I think we're gonna have to go down and get a cure for hypothermia. Shouldn't have come up on the surface. That's going to be fun, isn't it? I think we're going to have... Yes, it all cured. Right, if we stand here, we can do the fitting out from below. Here. Then we'll put a... I have considered the possibility of putting more kind of railguns on, but there I think what we will do is I should be able to get there from the what we call it is it high value goods. I think I've got an EVA boost, so if I put an EVA boost into there, what that will mean is should I actually need the cold protection, I can use the armor locker in the SV to put the EVA boost on. Right, we need a bit of food. There's the food up a bit because we actually what I will do is I am starting to make more and more like just simple emergency rations. Next thing we need to do is check the ammunition situation in the Reforged. I think we've got enough ammunition to at least to explore some of the opposition around here. Okay. We've got a Xerax outpost there and another Xerax outpost where that ice is. I think we'll go for that one first, just to see. Have to do is see what type of weapons they've got. I think Okay. A lot more weapons. I think we're going to go in missile loaded, I think. Once you've got one out of the way, there's a... Just do a quick reload. I think that is... We can finish the Gatling gun. Okay, we're gonna have to... Maybe for these, the missile... Ah. Hide here. Let's wait for the reload to finish. Thing about missiles is they've got a faster reload time, and then that gives us this option. Oops. I think we've got ground troops. Okay, we've got a Gatling gun coming in. Okay. Haha. So we should have taken some light damage, but it shouldn't be a major problem. What is that there? See, the missile launcher has a fast reload between firing cycles, but a slow. Got him. That guy. He's a long way out. Probably very quickly get in and loot this guy. Hardly worth the effort, but there's a firing position there we can get rid of. I think that's it. So we've got the control of the outside. Got to find the way in now. I think there's a possibility on the top. Right, next thing. No, not that. That in the harvest controller. We want the tents with us. We're just gonna have to find a way in. We just jump there. I think we've got an entrance there. Let me just. Because we want a spawn point. Just drop that down very quickly. I'll getting cold very quickly already. So we're. It's going to be a tough decision. Let me just get warmed back up again while I sort out my weapons. Let me just give a quick run through with a reload cycle. I think we will be going in with the laser rifle. I can waste a bit of ammunition with the reload. Just make sure everything is fully loaded. The anti-tank missile. Thingy bob. Don't want to reload that. Got a grenade launcher, right? I get incinerated. That's a typical... Nothing. Put me off. I've got thermal burns. Okay. And just pop a bandage. Right. Wow. Oh, go away. You were put on fire. Yeah, that was, you were burned to death. Yeah, I'm a bit out of practice. Overconfidence is probably the better term. Anyway, we've got the tent, which means we can respawn by the survival tent, which is exactly the reason why I did it. Where's my backpack? There it is. Say hello to this. Got you at last. And all I got was a little bit of fuel. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have to do these individually, which means we're probably not... Oops. Oh well. We're not going to get anything from this. I've got a feeling. So it's going to be individual little rooms like this. Let me just see what's... Yeah, we've got the bathroom. Make the bandages. Player. Yeah, I can't see me getting any kind of commanders from this base, so but we'll go round and have a look. Watch our temperature, body temperatures. Here's the entrance to this one. I think what we're going to do is change. I'm going to go rocket launcher. Very quickly get back to the ship. I think we're gonna have to move the ship round. What we've got now, probably gonna die again. Got frostbite and trauma kit. Yes, I know. We're gonna have to fight with an EVA suit on, which is because the moon is so cold. I'm going to need a trauma kit, if I've got one. Actually, just had a thoughts. Right, we've cured everything. I'm going to have to put the EPA suit on. We can't, I mean, we just got to be very, very careful. Oh, I've actually got what we call it in here, so we'll drop the armor, put the EVA suit on. That will give us control. What's the other thing I've got? Still got frostbite, so we need a trauma kit. That's actually curious of that. Right, we need food. Gonna have to eat. How we'll use the beans. Oh, that didn't give us that much boost, did it? Right, so we're now kind of operational, and we don't have to worry too much anything about that. I think we'll turn off the thrusters. I thought I'd turn them off. Save some fuel. Right. We need to get rid of that turret. Now we're protected from the cold. The trouble is we've got weaker armor now. We got him. Got to remember to use the pulse rifle. Let's use the rocket launcher on this guy. Now this one, what we got here, got that in the harvest controller. Don't really need to kill this guy. Right, we've got, these are cryo chambers, so not allowed, not allowed. Got here, minigun ammunition, nothing special. Okay, I mean, we could kill this guy, but we're not going to get, it's probably not going to be worth the ammunition. So that's a bust. What we need to do now is go up to the higher level and see what's up above. See, this is the problem with killing Xerex commanders. Not everyone actually has a commander in it, such as like this. So this must have its own entrance as well. No, we've got this one's actually got it. So we'll go up here and see if we can come in from the top. You must like living healthy outdoor life. And what we got over there? Obviously, the corner building has got an access door as well. Anyway, so we'll have to go and check that out. There's me with full armor protection, and these guys just sat out here chilling in the cold. There's nothing here. So we might have to get something, another base that might be a little bit more extensive. Right, we see what we've got at the end here. I mean, I'm not too worried about finding the core or anything. I mean, oh, that's not bad. Right, some O2 here. One of the core will be in here. Can't see it. Fuel would be useful. Necrosis in 4 minutes. I thought I'd just been treated with frostbite. I thought I had the trauma kit. That's not. Detox kit. Normal burns. Frostbite. Well, that. I think we've cleared it. Okay. So what I actually need for frostbite is, let me just see, is more of these antibiotic injections. Okay, I'll have to try and remember that. Try and find the entrance into here. Let's have a quick look inside. Looks like we got a bit more competition in here, but there's also a turret. So actually, I think what we'll do is, no, we have to kill them by hand. This is where load the advanced pulse rifle. Still no commando though. There's the core. I think what we do if we fire. Gotcha. Right, let's see if we can clear up anything else. No, no commander. Well, that's the way it goes. Well, that's a bit of platinum. Probably that's a large generator. We can just whoops. Let me just look to the harvest controller. We'll take that. About the only really thing of value in here. And that's about it, guys. This is the dilemma with killing Xerex commanders, that it's not just a question of finding Xerex bases, it's finding the right kinds of Xerex bases. But what we should be able to do is steal the oxygen now. So, and the oxygen and the fuel. So 922, not bad. Take these out. 2,357. Take these out as well. Solar capacitor. So that is about it, and I think this is, so we've now come down to the ice moon. We've taken down our first base here, Reforged outpost. There's another outpost there. We've got a comm center that might be a bit more potential. So these outposts are going to be a waste of time. Things. We've got an oxygen factory over there. We've got the drone base up there. So we're probably not going to bother with the outposts anymore because they don't contain command level Xerex. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And what I will do off camera is mine out all the ice I need to save a bit of time. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.